Good morning, all of you. So, yesterday we were discussing the addition of the ammonia derivatives with the aldehydes and ketones. We discussed the addition of hydroxylamine, which forms oximes, aldoximes, and ketoximes. And then we were discussing the addition of hydrazine with the aldehydes and ketones. So, aldehydes forms the hydrazones with hydrazine, and the ketones will form the ketone hydrazones. So here the example which we were discussing was your acetone on reaction with hydrazine. In the first step, it undergoes addition and it forms an adduct, and this adduct which is obtained, it undergoes elimination in the second step. Liberation of the water molecule is taking place, and you get the formation of the imine, that is NH2. The molecule is called as your acetone hydrazone. Acetone hydrazone. So this was the reaction that we have discussed it yesterday. Now the third type, that is the addition of phenylhydrazine. Phenylhydrazine. So instead of the hydrazine, here we are going to use the reagent, that is NH2NHPH, and so this is called as your phenylhydrazine. And so aldehyde and ketone, both the compounds reacts with phenylhydrazine to form the phenylhydrazone derivative. So here, when we will take the example of your acetaldehyde, acetaldehyde on reaction with phenylhydrazine, here it undergoes the addition to this carbonyl group, and you get, means here the first step is your addition, and you get the formation of CH3H NH NHPH, and here this OH. So in the second step, this intermediate is obtained which undergoes elimination of a water molecule, and you get the formation of the imine, that is CH double bond N NHPH. So this is your acetaldehyde phenylhydrazone. Acetaldehyde phenylhydrazone. So in the same way, the ketones acetaldehyde phenylhydrazone is obtained as a product. In the same way, ketones reacts with phenylhydrazine, phenylhydrazine, and forms the ketone phenylhydrazone as a product, and forms ketone phenylhydrazone, ketones phenylhydrazone as the product. Means acetone on reaction with phenylhydrazine gives you the formation of acetone phenylhydrazone as a product. So the reaction and the mechanism is same. So the next reagent or the derivative of ammonia, that is the semicarbazide. The fourth one is the addition of semicarbazide. Semicarbazide. So where the general formula which we have written for the derivatives of ammonia is your NH2G. Here the G is replaced by NH2, here NHCO, NH2, and so this forms, means this is the G part, this is the G which has replaced the G, and here we are getting this molecule as a semicarbazide, and so the aldehydes, that PHC double bond OH, that is the benzaldehyde, on reaction with semicarbazide, on reaction with semicarbazide, the mechanism is same. In the first step, the addition is taking place. This attacks on the carbonyl carbon, which is electropositive. Pi bond breaks and shifts the electron density to the oxygen, and here you get the formation of the intermediate, that is OH, and here NH NH NHCO NH2, which liberates the water molecule in the second step, undergoes elimination, and forms the product, that is your PH CH double bond N NH CO NH2, that is your phenyl semi-carbazone derivative, that is the benzaldehyde semi-carbazone derivative. In the same way, the ketones also gives you the formation of the ketone semi-carbazone derivative. And the last one is the addition of 2,4 dinitrophenylhydrazone dinitrophenylhydrazone phenylhydrazine, that is your NH2 NH a phenyl ring with the nitro group at the 2 and 4 position. So this molecule is called as your 2,4-dinitro, or in short it is called as 2,4-DNP, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone derivative. This also reacts with the aldehydes and ketones and gives you the formation of the 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone derivative. So the different molecules, that is CH3, CH2, C double bond OH, this is the propanol. Propanol on reaction means the propanaldehyde on reaction with 2,4-DNP, that is NH. This undergoes addition in the first step, addition, and gives you the formation of the CH3, CH2, COH, H, NH, NH, and here the dinitrophenyl ring. And this undergoes elimination of a water molecule, so minus H2O, and forms the product, that is CH3, CH2, CH double bond N, NH. This is the 2,4-DNP derivative of the propanol. So 2,4-dinitro derivative, 2,4-dinitro derivative, 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazone derivative, phenylhydrazone derivative of propanol. And so in this way, the derivatives of ammonia reacts with the aldehydes and ketones and gives you the form different types of compounds. Now the next step of the reaction that we want to study is the iodoform test. The third type of the reaction is your iodoform test. The first two types of the reactions that we have studied, that is the nucleophilic addition of aldehydes and ketones. Then the second type of the reaction that we have studied is the condensation reactions, condensation of derivatives of ammonia, that is NH2G, and the different types of molecules that we have seen. We have seen the four different types of molecules, that is the hydroxylamine, hydrazine, phenylhydrazine, then semicarbazide, and 2,4-dinitrophenylhydrazine derivative. And now the iodoform test. Now this is a very peculiar test which we have studied since 12th standard. In 12th standard, we have studied that the iodoform test is given by only the specific type of molecules. One is the only from aldehydes, only acetaldehyde shows this test, that is having the molecular formula CH3, or the structure as CH3C double bond OH, and all methyl ketones Methyl ketones are the compounds which are having the general structure as CH3 C double bond O R dash, means from the one of the valency of the carbonyl group is always occupied by the methyl group, and so such type of compounds which contains this methyl keto group only shows the test, that is the iodoform test. And so here only acetaldehyde and all methyl ketones reacts with reacts with sodium hydroxide in presence of iodine to give iodoform. Iodoform, that is the yellow solid which is obtained in this reaction as a product. And so this iodoform which is being obtained by the using the reagent, that is sodium hydroxide in presence of iodine. So here this takes place in two steps. In the first step, when we mix the sodium hydroxide with iodine solution, here we get the formation of sodium hypoiodide NaOI plus NaI and H2O. So this is your sodium hypoiodide. Sodium hypoiodate. Iodate. So this sodium hypoiodate is obtained here in this first step, and this sodium hypoiodate is allowed to react with the aldehydes and ketones which contains the methyl keto group, and so in aldehydes it is only acetaldehyde, that is CH3 C double bond OH, where any carbon adjacent to the carbonyl carbon is termed as your alpha carbon, and so here this contains 3 alpha hydrogen atoms, and so when this is allowed to react with sodium hydroxide in presence of iodine, it forms sodium hypoiodate, and this sodium hypoiodate reacts with this aldehyde molecule, that is only acetaldehyde and not any other aldehyde, only acetaldehyde and all the ketones with methyl group, that is methyl keto compounds. And here these alpha hydrogen atoms are substituted by the iodine, and we get the formation of an molecule, that is triiodo acetaldehyde, triiodo triiodoacetaldehyde, and this further reacts with the sodium hydroxide from the solution which is in the excess form, gives you the formation of iodoform. Iodoform. Iodoform is nothing but just like your chloroform, CHCl3. Here CHI3 is your iodoform and forms the sodium acid, sodium formate, and forms the byproduct as sodium formate. Means whatever may be the aldehyde, depending upon the type of aldehyde which is used, or in ketones, we can see in ketones, if we use the acetophenone as a molecule, ketone, on reaction with sodium hypoiodide, here only the methyl keto group will react and will give you the formation of the complex here C I I and this I. Here further it reacts with sodium hydroxide, and you will get the formation of sodium benzoate plus iodoform. So only the molecules with methyl keto group in ketones will show you the iodoform test, and so this is the specific iodoform test. Which molecules will not show the iodoform test? Suppose here the CH3CH2 C double bond O H. This is your propanaldehyde. This will not show molecules do not show iodoform test because does not contain methyl keto group. Then benzaldehyde does not show the iodoform test because there is no methyl keto group. Formaldehyde will not show the methyl iodoform test. Then CH3CH2C double bond O, that is the 3-pentanone, will not show the iodoform test. Benzophenone will not show the iodoform test. Cyclohexanone will also not show the iodoform test. So these are all the different types of the molecules which do not show the iodoform test. Iodoform test is only shown by the compounds which contains the methyl keto group, which we have seen, that is CH3C double bond O R dash. R dash may be any other uh, alkyl or aryl group, but CH3 must be present. And as these all molecules do not show any CH3 group attached, that is the methyl group is not present on any side of the carbonyl group, that's why this does not show you the iodoform test. So thank you very much.